Displaying bowmanship for an elf? My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me, but I expect you'll do just fine. I can guide you there, if you wish.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
I quite
agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
I shan't let them harm you. Nicely done. You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
feast your eyes on this.
That was hard won.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune will not always favor us. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I can show you the way. Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I will protect you.
Ilderen. Lisfuinjemen en Falasime.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
This should help.
I hope you weren't expecting thirsty. This brute has quite the temper. Reckless at moments, makes free your prey. It's easily done.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
You have my protection. Is radiant. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
Is that you say?
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. I never thought I'd say this, but we've become inseparable. It is not without cause that we are called nomads. No matter how far we might stray, we can always find each other again. Traveling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave whose secrets you have yet to discover. 'Tis nearby. Shall I lead the way? Could you come over here?
I've got to be silent as the night.
Our adventure continues.
Off we go then.
The field of battle is wont to pit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear.
I suppose it's so.
to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here and take your aim at yon targets. You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of Elvenlake, bows crafted by other races are designed for keen aim. Is that not so? But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of Elvenlake, however. Our bows are crafted to guide not the hand, but the heart. Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now.
Huzzah!
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. Dead center. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. Think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. It is a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself, yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance of this bow has divested me of such doubts. But the ingenuity of this design, if only my people would take heed. It is all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tools so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
It seems Sir Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
It is no great shock to me. Here, if you please.
Just follow me. I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
Not a foe in sight.
I might have known we'd camp here again. It is becoming something of a habit of yours, Arisen. I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Feast your eyes on this! Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed. No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Fancy fight was most effective. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way. It's clear we are little welcome here, in spite of our amicable intentions.
Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead. And
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
Tis a pleasure to meet you.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft... Auto...
You are wise indeed to have sought my aid.
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us. Pawn.
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft.
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load. By spread.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right.
My talents lie in combining materials. And
Tis a pleasure to meet you.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fought.
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others.
Morfa Menelsar.
Ronde minita. Akayel fil Calawin nun li arama. Arume fa in Itarond, etele el dalia nun we. Finan tai. Numi ondo, anike liavani aldike.
It is an item of exceptional rarity. I cannot wait to tell my own master of its existence.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Ilmen arenfanne.
Ne afer morfin in tarma. Afer pella in minisvana.
Sono oio.
Nun elelote osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
Ne Malanta?
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Strike true, lest the beast flee.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I'll get that for you.
Non li attilmo.
Tis a pleasure to serve you, Master.
Nun be oyonda.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? Ah, yes, I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
A flesh wound. I can handle that. Hold. Just a moment.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I wager. I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Elelote an osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
Can we expect your magics to clear the field in one? I'll not allow a single enemy to flee the wrath of your spells. Tis a vexing thing, communicating without a shared tongue. Would that we could find some common ground between us.
Let us endeavor not to give our hosts any reason to doubt us further.
These really are hidden in the most unlikely places, aren't they?
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Let's see. What can we do without?
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Elelote an osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
I see you prefer to pick up your...
Elelot osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Sinde fir areng. Husa falasmir. Malantha.
Anandu. Kirandone halal. Oyundor moistabama.
Ilmen. Akayel fil arume fa in Iterond, etele el Eldalia noon weapon and tie.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... foremost hospitality in all. You know where to find me. Well met, sir. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated... to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Come to think of it, should a scrap ensue, will be at somewhat of a disadvantage. No matter. I need rely on no one's prowess but my own.
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial of archery. I thought it only right to tell you that, as you were the one who gifted me the bow that I'll be using. I was also rather hoping you would consider attending. No one could be worthier of witnessing this milestone in elven archery than you. Ah, but the path to the arbor is not easily found or followed. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side. Come find me when you are ready to make for the sacred arbor, the village of my people.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So if all you check... The price, just remember, hope to see you again.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Someone to share this spot with.
with that. I'll spend all day here.
Can't say I have any tidings to share.
Welcome.
You seem in fine spirits.
Ah, Sir Arisen. I've been meaning to speak with you. Did you, perchance, pay a visit to the House of the Blue Sunbright? I see. After the rather strongly worded letter I received, I feared as much. 'Twas under unique circumstances, shall we say, that Daphne came to reside with us. You must understand, the House of the Blue Sunbright is our most generous benefactor, and their favor hinges upon our continued discretion. Thus, for the sake of all who reside herein, I beg you to steer Daphne away from any further contact with that household. Though it pains me to perpetuate the girl's misfortune, it must be done, if the gracious hand is to continue to function.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Do you perchance remember me? You once knew me as maid to the young master, Sebastian. Well, I'm his maid no longer. Though I meant no harm, the mistress saw fit to turn me out. Tell no other soul of this. But the girl I had you fetch was none other than Sebastian's own twin sister. Afeard of inviting conflict over their inheritance, Daphne's family branded her a cursed babe and sent her away. Yet the loss of her newborn child drove the mistress half mad with grief. She's been bedridden ever since. I had hoped the sight of her long-lost daughter might rekindle some vital spark within my mistress. But alas, 'twould seem it was not to be.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words. If there is a more fortunate fool in the city, I have yet to meet him.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Oh, well met, sir.
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymakers alike. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
These writings could be of import.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek. Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
Now, where was our bound again? I just told half of the
Won't someone do aught about this?
Pray him ne'er put gold in my pocket.
You need a permit to enter Batal, but they've become quite difficult to acquire of late.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of honest labor? If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation, and who better to make it plain for us than Albert himself? I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will doubtless be very telling. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have no intention of causing a fuss.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. Pray inform me when your preparations are complete. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll. Night time already. I thought it was rather dark.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
I hope you slept well?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, he refuses to obey me. There's a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I suppose 'tis so.
Look as long as you please. I think you sorted all my caught while I came. You bound this in change last week.
Welcome.
Someone do aught about this?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry.
This is no life. Can't get by on muscle
Anywhere's
alone.
better than the middle of a crowd.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Good to see you. Those garments you gave me had a marked effect. Albert set off to work the moment he saw them, and he's been working steadily e'er since. I ne'er thought I'd see the day. To be frank, I've not the slightest interest in the man, but he can surely benefit this city much more by performing an honest duty than by begging on the streets. In short, you've done us all a service. Pray, allow me to show my appreciation.
The trial of archery is nigh. If we would bear witness, we must first go to the ruins where Sir Glyndor trains. I can guide you there if you wish.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Too quiet here for my liking.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen. Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right. Our adventure continues. Off we go, then.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Such quietude is a blessing.
sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Suppose I best earn my keep. I've been on my feet.
Look! Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. The battle already? It wasn't much of a reprieve.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Feast your eyes on this!
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed. No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Visions of roast meat will dance in my head tonight. For all I've stuffed myself.
That's quite a large boulder, but methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength. A firm push is what's needed here.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
A gift of fire! Mind you don't burn your fingers.
Arisen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Well, well. Follow me surprised. We're in fine form. Our foe will soon be sorry to have challenged us.
Try not to get hit, lest all that wind go to waste.
You are most gracious. For you, as a token of my appreciation.
Are we leaving already? Oh, bother. I was just getting warmed up.
My magics are at your disposal. At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. With this, my magics are drawn to wield. Good. We're here.
You've come.
Arbor will be a sight to behold, I'm sure. Let us trust in Sir Glyndor to see us there. Shall we follow, Master? Wolves! There! Our ice attacks are wasted on his foe.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
This looks as good a place as ever.
This brute has quite the temper.
Correct, my opponent. Makes for easy prey. No quarrel needed. I'd be caught unawares. I am shamed.
What is that? A tower? Nay. A statue?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it. Isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
I mustn't lose my head.
You dare! Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
Prepare for battle! Feast your eyes on this! Look at it! The beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike quarter sent it gazing skyward. The moment of victory at hand. Let us finish this. I will to Christ for that.
This spell will empower you. Elemental magic. If I might be so bold as to speak my mind. Different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Now there's a thought.
Onde casinque fanil.
Fear not. I'll think of something.
El, alla carilm, ilmen elote falomentarin nun fir, nambawe, elelia javtulme? Nandeu in morteren ecialis, nun fir ananduine, fanamone matiene lismelto.
Isilrod vane nun lia casinque erenon, lia fendel nar salma vi fir orne fa indel rin.
Alla carilm fionoaro osto urine.
Oh, but this one comments Elvish. Impressive. I suppose I needn't summarize my conversation with Luamir just now, then, if your companion interpreted for you. Now, come. The place the trial should be held is just up ahead.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Ilmen arenfanne.
Kemen Ross, Fakasa, Arinfair.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
The trial of archery shall be held here. I bid you wait just a moment while I prepare my entry. But I've just noticed. Where are all the custodians? They ne'er leave their posts. Could it be aught amiss?
Nenwen mor Iwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Martir fa nun fionor, minas vena eralote. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Kiriando anmindor hiroth?
No. Darren? I cannot stand idly by while my sister is in peril. My friend, if e'er I have had need to call upon your aid, 'tis now. I beg of you to join me in my sister's rescue. There is no time. I shall mark the location of the ogre's den upon your map. Make haste. Her life hangs in the balance.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Nun liatilmo. Nun liatilmo.
Ronde Minotaur.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
You're here, and not a moment too soon. We must find my sister and save her from the ogre's clutches.
Veninume, mormartir teel adaka, kiriandio.
Tayel ni sil arin fel. Nun morivin we alcarwa menelume. Lis anandor lumtena.
Nando infa echialis, pelinolwende, sinde, soron, aiele alvekil.
Moriven fendelnar itarondo vani. Falis tulia fuenenumin osto taralia osto telpe. Lumtene nun we fa atacher.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Seems there are wolves on the prowl.
We've naught to gain by fighting here. Best we push on. With this, my magics are yours to wield. That's the spirit!
Plenty more where that came from.
Aptly said.
Your magical aid has dissipated. Pray cast it anew. You'll not live to regret this.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Turn you into a pincushion. A meager challenge if I ever saw one. This'll be over in moments. I suppose 'tis so.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
I never thought I'd say this, but we've become inseparable.
It is not without cause that we are called nomads. No matter how far we might stray, we can always find each other again.
This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
Ranged attacks are my specialty.
Arbaheart, preserve me. 'Tis e'en more nightmarish a sight than I had feared. My father battles the ogre while my sister is clutched in its fist. But there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds its attention. The moment the ogre relinquishes my sister, I ask that you lead her to safety. I have ne'er attempted to strike a target so distant before. E'en the trial of archery does not demand such a feat. Yet, for the sake of my sister, my arrows must fly true. Pray, keep Darren out of harm's way. We must make our escape, and quickly.
Quickly, Master. We must carry Miss Darren to safety. An ogre? Just our luck.
One cannot be careful.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Feast your eyes on this. Has quite the temper. Reckless opponent makes free prey.
Very well. I must. This I did not expect.
Come, let us quit this place. Hold a moment. What's this? A way out. Let us make haste. Oh, my heart. There can be no gladder tidings in all the world. Words shall ne'er suffice to express my gratitude, friend. None of this would have been possible if you had not gifted me this bow. You are my sister's savior. I am forever in your debt.
Eteler, lea fermor eldalia eralotte.
Finlenar.
Karilm ilmen arkael. Silfa nambawe nun kalael alame. Angadur sindi. Kemenindor kanian irils aldekar. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne? Eteler, lea fermor eldalia eralotte. Ondvana alvekil eteler ne anler ailame. Lungtena peli telume, ane martir tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa? Nenwen mor aiwanon, artahir courier, mor fa erando, amanda kill. Kiriando anmaindur hiroth, artahir courier, mor fa erando, amanda kill. Vanelin hiror soron, sorne an fameltor, nundis amanda kill angadur femor. Kasinke telpi nun finaler, lera nefir heranon, anne arteher firnis.
Finlenar, lungdena we fear osto. My gratitude to you knows no bounds, friend. 'Twas your kindness that altered my plight as much as this bow. Not only are you my sister's savior, but mine as well. By the by, if you are as passionate about mastery of the bow as I am, perhaps you might speak with my father. His experience ought to be of benefit to you.
Ingredients are plentiful.
Kalael alame, karilm ilmen arkael, aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Heror anne oia fermor, anendune falumtena, palan hiarmenran, lis fa arnefane. Artehar lis manasvana, fuinumen alekan, in lera aepena. Laicasar an ils findamunt in ciel. Nefanamo lis Kyriandio mor erlot. Iavstir lalasta, nun falesmir magananon, anamor lis turculium ecialis. Lungtena peli telume, ondvana alvekil eteler